All right, hello, we're on Unit 2, Lesson 5, and so I'm going to talk about more about some of these rules and vocab that we've talked about than actually doing the problem for you. So given triangle cat with these vertices, you can go ahead and take a moment and plot those points. You can pause the video if you need to do that. You're supposed to plot the points to draw triangle CAT. All right, so once you have that done, you're going to go to part B, and it says graph and state the coordinates of triangle C prime, A prime, T prime, the image of triangle CAT after a capital R sub 0, comma 270. Capital R, remember, stands for rotation, so we are rotating. And you can ignore this QR code, sorry, that's an old one. You should see a new one up in the top right corner of your paper. So this means a rotation around O, which is the origin, the center point 0, 0, and 270 degrees. Now, when we rotate in the counterclockwise direction. All right, so I'm going to say if I'm rotating 270 degrees, we talked about a rule today to rotate 270. So you can look in your notes, but that rule for rotating 270 degrees was if I have the point x comma y, it maps onto, you switch and negate the x value. So y comma negative x. All right, so I'm going to do one of these points for you. I would take the point C, which is at negative 1, 5, and my new point after that rotation, if I switch and negate the x value, should be 5, and now I'm going to negate this x, which would be 1. And that would be your new point, sorry, C prime. You're going to do the same thing for A and for T to get A prime and T prime. I'm going to leave the rest of that to you, and I'm going to go ahead and look at some of these other questions. So graph and state the coordinates of C double prime, A double prime, T double prime, the image of C prime, A prime, T prime, which means you're taking the one that you just graphed, the result of these points that you're getting up here, and now you're doing a reflection over the x-axis. So you can either just visualize it on your graph, reflecting over the x-axis, which is this axis right here. So it should flip top to bottom or bottom to top. And you could use the rule. Remember, when you reflect over the x, you negate the y. Okay, so you're negating all the y values that you come up with here. C prime, A prime, and T prime. All right, so again, I'm not doing that for you. You can do that. And then for part D, it says which type of isometry. Now, when we say what type of isometry, I want to know, is it a direct or opposite? Direct or opposite? Okay, so if it's a direct isometry, then the points C, A, and T should be in the same order as they originally were. So what you're checking here is to see if you go from C to A to T, are you going clockwise or counterclockwise? And then when you go from C double prime to A double prime to T double prime, are you going clockwise or counterclockwise? All right, so if these match, if you're going clockwise in both directions or counterclockwise in both directions, then it's direct isometry. If you're going clockwise in one and counterclockwise in the other, then it's an opposite isometry. So that's what I want you to check. And I will see you tomorrow.